Om Bhurбhuvасваҳ Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nः Prachodayantham. Sairam everyone, we continue our videos with sweet memories and stories about our beloved Swami Sri Sathya Sai. All of my stories based on my personal experience because I was a Sathya Sai translator for the Russian-speaking groups, so the source my own personal experience. Okay, today I want to remind you very famous quote from our beloved Swami, which goes like that: "My life is my message." Everyone knows this saying. Okay, I think that it is very important to study, not just read, but to study Sathya Sai divine discourses. And I think Sai devotees must learn and study divine discourses by our beloved Swami more seriously, because there's a huge philosophical message which is foundation for all aspects of our life. But you know, a part of books and philosophical message, we have just his divine life, and his life is actually greatest message. Sometimes he could less mention during his divine discourses about his own life. Mostly all divine discourses are dedicated to message of Krishna, Jesus, Buddha, etc. But actually Sathya Sai life itself is a huge lecture, is a huge, maybe even the best divine discourse. Let us think about historical fact. Sathya Sai was born 1926 in Puttaparthi, small South Indian village. I'm sure that you know how it was, this village, back in 1926. Actually, that was a very poor place. Half population Hindus, half Muslims, few old and even ancient Hindu temples, small beautiful Hindu temples, and I'm not sure, one or two old mosques. Actually, that place was very poor. Agricultural fields all around, and you know, I met in the end of 20th century few old devotees who told me different wonderful stories about Puttaparthi of the old time. Local people, if they wanted to buy something, some simple things, it was impossible, just impossible to purchase it in Puttaparthi itself. So it was necessary to cross the river, and please remember at that time was no bridge, and go to the neighboring village, that side of the river, and on weekend it was kind of oriental bazaar with vegetables, fruits, and different things, jars or whatever you need to purchase. And if something more serious you need to buy, then you have to go even far away to the neighboring small town. Why I am describing all this wonderful and uneasy picture of Put Party 1926? Because Sathya Sai chose to be born exactly in this village. And remember, his life is his message. But at the same time, he attracted to that small village, and very poor village, millions, tens of millions of people, huge financial resources, huge number of spiritual practitioners, politicians, people of different type, scientists, film stars, sports stars, just people of different nations, religions. As far as I remember, something like 150 countries. Yeah, people from 150 countries visited Put Party. Can you imagine? Small, very poor, absolutely insignificant village, and tens of millions of people from all corners of India, plus from 150 countries visiting this place. Why? Because he was like magnet. He was, he is, and he will be. Now, Put Party is not village anymore. It's town. And it's quite rich place. Of course, the question is not about financial aspect of life in Put Party, though this is also important. But important is that now Put Party is the greatest spiritual center in the world. We know that it's a most beautiful ashram in India. It's a wonderful college and university. Can you imagine how it's happened? Because of our beloved Swami. Okay, why I'm just reminding you all that, because I'm sure you know about this. Because that's example. And it's interesting that most of the Sai devotees, they afraid to take our beloved Swami as example to follow. Mostly people like to worship him, and that's wonderful. Worship to Swami is the greatest spiritual exercise. But Swami himself, during interviews, sometimes could say us that, come on, use his life as example to follow, because his life is his message. It means it doesn't matter in which conditions, whatever, emotional, social, financial, spiritual, you are right now. Supposedly a very good one, brilliant. But maybe you experience problems. Maybe you experience all types of troubles. Whatever, health, your relationship, financial, intellectual, creativity, whatever. Doesn't matter what you experience now. Important is, are you ready to move towards proper set of goals? Spiritual, creative, social service, family goals. If you, or better to say, when you transform yourself, then conditions of your life also change. Okay, let me just briefly repeat again. Sathya Sai was born in conditions poor South Indian village. Actually, many people actually asked Swami during interview as well, Swami, why you was born in Puttaparthi? Why not to be born in a big city as a child of rich family? Your influence could be greater. But it's human logic. Divine logic is different. He was born and then he attracted all resources, spiritual, informational, financial, human resources to his small village. He was born and he spent his life in this village, and his tomb is also there. So that's great example to follow. Transform your inner world, your consciousness, your vibrations, then you will attract to your life totally different chances, realities on all levels, spiritual experiences. Yes, that's the most important. But please remember that Sathya Sai teaching is also about service. But how can you serve people if you are broken? You have to be successful spiritually, socially, to help other people, to serve to the society and to the community. But how to become successful with the purpose of service? You have to transform yourself and become Sai magnet. And then you can live happy life and help other people according to our beloved Swami teaching, also to transform their life. So, Sai Ram, see you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvassuham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayandam